feels like a long walk all the way over here. So our first tune was a tune called Blueberry Jam, just a nice, fun swing tune. Almost smacks, if you will, of sort of Count Basie style with some nice, easy hits and laid-back swing there going on. But definitely a fun one and kind of easy to put together. So it was one of the quickest ones that we learned on the front end of things. So talking about the jazz band in front of you, one of the things I want to mention is that this year, for the first time, at least since I've been here, and probably quite a bit longer than that, just because I know that what we inherited had been going on for a while, this is the first time that jazz band has been in the school day. Every time that we've had jazz band in the past, it's always been an after-school event, and usually in the spring semester, because if any of you know anything about marching season, yeah, nothing extra other than marching season really ever happens. Not that we don't want to, it just doesn't. So it had been a spring semester thing, somewhat auditioned, somewhat volunteer, and we've had a lot of really good memories and things with that. But to have a jazz band class every single day is just incredible. So very thankful for that. Adding the additional period of high school opened up those possibilities for us. The next tune that we want to play for you this evening is one called Birdland. It's sort of a classic, more of a rock tune that I think you'll really enjoy and you might recognize, especially if you were in and around the 70s. So here we go. Here's Birdland. So the last tune, Birdland, featured Jacob Valdez on alto sax here for us. Jacob. And the tune before that, I meant to do more than just recognize them with a gesture, but also Jacob and Will Marshall on Blueberry Jam. All right. So back in September, kind of take ourselves back a few months in the calendar. This group took a handful of students to Cooper High School and competed in what we call the all-region jazz band auditions. Some regions will do the TMEA, that's the you have a chance to make state type of track auditions in the fall, and then some bands will do a separate audition in the spring that's just for making the band but doesn't have any chance for advancement. In our region, we just do the first of those, which means that we compete in the fall, that gives them a chance to advance, but then we put together the band based on that audition in the spring semester. So it's still getting both semesters involved, but the process is really, really early. So you know that we do summer band stuff right there at the end of July, 1st of August, and then we start school the 2nd or 3rd week of August, and within 3 weeks, maybe a month, these people are going to a contest. They're having their first audition. So that music comes out really quickly and very early. Well, we took, like I said, a handful of students, and if you audition for the Region Jazz Band, would you please stand up? If you audition for the Region Jazz Band. Awesome. And of those that auditioned for the Region Jazz Band, if you made the Region Jazz Band, would you please stand up? It was pretty cool. And of that group of individuals, you guys can go and sit down. All of them made area as well. So we definitely represented ourselves very well. You can go and applaud for them. The last full week of February, we'll be putting together a jazz band with Mr. Stephen Gocher, who's the director of jazz studies at Howard Payne, is going to come down and put together the group and do the clinician and work with them and stuff like that. There'll be some people from Wiley, Cooper, and San Angelo, as well as Abilene High, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, the next tune that we'd like to play for you this evening is a Christmas tune, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. So the makeup of a typical jazz band is usually a couple of altos, a couple of tenors, a bari sax, about 3 or 4 trombones, and anywhere from 3 to 5 trumpets. And then a rhythm section, usually trombone, or not trombone, bass guitar, regular guitar, keyboards, and drums. That's your typical makeup of a standard jazz band. However, if you look back here, you will see some of those. And the cool thing about what we do here is that my personal opinion, it's not about me, but my personal opinion is that if you want to learn how to play jazz, we're going to find a way to teach you, right? We're here in the business of educating, and we want to expose the musicians here to as many different types and genres and styles and things like that of music. So if you want to be in jazz band, we're going to find a place for you. So what I want to show you real quick, of course, we have 3 flute players. We also have, in the back, we've got kind of a mixture of percussionists. One of the really cool things back here is we have Isaac Trinidad on bass guitar. He's also a bassoon player, right? And then here in just a little bit, you're actually going to see one of our percussionists in the very back come up and play a little bit keyboard for us. So we kind of mixed it up, had a little bit of fun with it. Yeah. The next thing that we'd like to play for you this evening is a tune called A Little Nice and a Lot Sassy. It's a funk tune, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Features, again, a couple of our soloists. We'll have Courtney Molina on tenor sax. We'll have Will Marshall on trumpet again. And then Courtney's going to reprise her solo role and do it as a duet with Gus. And then you might hear a little bit of the rhythm section. So here is A Little Nice and a Lot Sassy. So that last one featured, again, Courtney, not Jacob. You could have featured Jacob. Courtney featured? Sorry about that. Okay, so Courtney, Will, Gus, Cole, and of course our rhythm section just holding us down all the way through that. Nice. Good job, guys. All right. At this time, I would just like to give a couple of real quick recognitions. If we could advance to that next slide for us, please. So, wait, go back. Oh, there it is. Freeze. Okay, cool. We couldn't do what we do here without the support of many people, namely you guys. Also, our fellow teachers and administration. We are very blessed in AISD to be able to have the support that we do, to be able to have the scheduling and the admin to back us up, and to be able to just do what we need to do, and to be able to just know that we're doing a good job, and for them to empower us and trust us to be able to do the job that we're doing with our students. So very, very appreciative for that. Also, our booster organization, and then we get these students from two amazing middle school programs. We had a chance to hear the Craig Middle School Band just a couple days ago, and then last week the Man Middle School Band in their Christmas concert, and the future is incredibly bright for the AHS band. So we are super, super appreciative of them being able to send us some great kids. Just so you have an idea of the makeup of this group real quick, if you're a freshman in this group, would you raise your hand? Freshman? Yeah. Sophomores? Sophomores? Whoop. All right. Juniors? And the oldest group, the seniors. Yeah, so it's a nice mix of all of our grade levels as well, which is really cool. And then, of course, our private lesson staff. Many of our students have the option of taking private lessons. It's more affordable than most people realize, because we have scholarships and things like that to help offset. But everything from teaching jazz to learning classical instruments and whatnot along the way. So, of course, our superintendent and our director of fine arts, we are super, super pleased to be supportive of them. So the last tune that we'd like to do for you this evening is one more Christmas tune. I don't think a Christmas concert, at least in a jazz band setting, would be complete without a little Charlie Brown, a little Vince Guaraldi for you to send you on your merry way. So here's a Charlie Brown Christmas, and Miss Maddie Spalding up here on keyboard for us.